Hey y'all, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a book shopping vlog. This was initially just going to be part of a larger vlog where I just was going shopping, buying candles and stuff. Candles weren't on sale. Five Below had nothing, so it wound up being a book shopping vlog. And I scrapped the overall reading vlog, but I thought you might still want to see the book shopping footage. So I hope you enjoy this. So I'm about to go get lunch, about to go to Five Below and to Barnes & Noble. I thought I would take y'all along with me and let's just see what we find. Hopefully we find the stuff that we didn't find last time I went to Barnes & Noble, but I'm just gonna be open. Okay, had to put my hair up because it was getting really hot. Just went to my favorite place. It's a diner. I love it. The grilled cheese, incredible. The fries, incredible. You may wonder, why am I going to Five Below? I'm looking for Sanrio items. I was never a Hello Kitty person growing up, but I just adore Kuromi and stuff. And I have heard that Five Below has some incredible stickers. On this outing, I was also hoping to get candles. They don't seem to be on sale anywhere, so we'll see. I doubt that I'm gonna go get any candles. No Sanrio at Five Below, so like no point in even taking footage in there. But Barnes & Noble came through, so when I get home, I will tell y'all what I got. I'm really happy because one of y'all mentioned that I just walked by Alone with You in the Ether last time, so I got it. But I got two other books. I can't wait to show them. So I'm home now. I thought I would share with you the three books that I got. I did get Alone with You in the Ether. This is really the reason, or one of the reasons, that I went to the bookstore a few weeks ago and I didn't see it, but one of y'all was eagle-eyed and spotted it on a shelf. And I'm telling you, I went back and looked at that footage and I saw it too. They have since moved the shelves around. So this actually was no longer even in that spot. This is a romance book. It is a contemporary book, but I think it skews a little bit more literary fiction just in terms of the writing. I have heard so many mixed things about this, and it seems like the issue that most people have is that this is very over the top, very purple prosy, and that kind of told me that I might be into it. So I'm really excited about this. I don't know how I'm going to feel about reading a romance that is truly in a contemporary setting. I haven't read many, and so I would say that's not really my vibe, but this is kind of set at an art institute, I think, or at least that's where our two main characters meet. And so I think there's going to be an academic side to it. I think there's going to be a discussion of art, I hope. And so I feel like this has a mix of a lot of elements that I love elsewhere. And to be honest, Olivie Blake has a book coming out next month in April that is a retelling, I think, of Koshi the Deathless. I'm so there. I'm just so there. I feel like in my heart of hearts, I know she's going to be a favorite author for me. And so I'm really excited. I hope I'm not giving too much early praise to her, or I'm not hoping for too much from this specifically. I think I'll probably get on with the Atlas 6 a little bit more than this because that is truly dark academia. But I have heard so many mixed things about this that it really has me intrigued. So I'm excited. I think this is one that I will probably pick up very soon. The book I got that was just stunning And I know I took footage of it because literally when I saw this, I gasped. I just gasped. It was the first book that I saw upon entering the store. Lodore by Mary Shelley. This is a book that I am telling you has been out of print for over 100 years. And I think if it's been in print, it's been people reprinting an older edition of it. This is not a popular classic of hers at all. And it's very hard to track down. I really want a physical copy of all of her books. And when I saw this, I was just stunned. Gorgeous. I mean, look at the cover. Gorgeous. This is what our queen, Mary Shelley, this is what she deserves. She deserves a cover as beautiful as this. I mean, this is stunning, stunning. I do have an ebook edition of all of Mary Shelley's works, and I've read through a lot of them. I have never read this because this book is often talked about as the most Jane Austen of her novels. This is a very kind of romance-centric story, but I'm sure it has her spin on it. And I haven't been able to find out very much about it, really, but I think this did have some name recognition at the time. It's just one that has fallen by the wayside. Nowadays, The Last Man and Frankenstein are probably the only two of hers that have any name recognition. But I expect this to be dreamily written. I expect it to have insane characterization, and I just expect it to be a great time. I have struggled, though, partially with some of her works that were written after Percy and Byron's deaths. I think she was a very different person after they died, and it's really reflected in her art, especially because that kind of became a point where she really needed to write to make money, and so I think that's reflected quite a bit in her works, and The Last Man specifically is just kind of an ode on grief, and it's really, really hard to read in parts. I think this is going to be very different for her, so I'm really excited. I think Mary Shelley is possibly my favorite classic author. I really do. I have rated basically everything I've read by her 5 stars. I think this will be no exception. This is so great. This is a rediscovered classic, which I love that Barnes & Noble is doing. I don't know if this is specifically Barnes & Noble, though. It says it's from Union Square and Company. So maybe you can get this elsewhere. I hope so, because this is just absolutely stunning. And if you love Mary Shelley, I thought I would tell you about it. She is my queen. I love her. I adore her. And so I'm really excited about this. I might start reading this tonight. I'm really, really pumped. I'm supposed to go in chronological order with her, and I'm not at this one yet, I don't think. But who cares? Let's cheat a little. I just opened this to a random page, and it has a quote from Percy. Men oftentimes prepare a lot, which ere it finds them is not what suits with their genuine station. I am telling you that is something Percy would have said. Last but not least is a book that I was going to pre-order, but I just decided to order this for pickup, and it's called The God of Endings by Jacqueline Holland. I'm filming this on March 2nd. And if you want to know the truth, I kind of think this book is scheduled to come out later in the month, or at least I thought it was, because this has been on my radar for a little while, but they had it available for pickup in my local Barnes & Noble, so I'm not going to question it. But this is about vampires, and a lot of people have compared this to The Historian, which is one of my favorite books of all time and is specifically one of the best books on vampires I've ever read. That is specifically about Dracula, and it's also a very dark academia type story. This, I think, starts in the 1800s and moves into the modern day when a girl is turned into a vampire. I really want to put to the test whether I really do rate books 5 stars that have oil paintings on the cover. And I feel like this counts. Like, this has an oil painting and it has a key. That's interesting, and it's a different painting actually inside the keyhole than it is to this one. But I am gonna put this to the test. I feel like I'm really going to like this. This was one of my most anticipated reads of the year. And if it's anything like The Historian, I'm at least going to enjoy it. I'm not gonna say that I'll rate it 5 stars the way that I did The Historian, but I think I'm at least set up to really enjoy this. So those were the 3 that I got. I am really pumped about this. I am so excited about this Mary Shelley book, y'all. I mean, y'all don't even know. I am so excited. And finally, people putting some respect on her name. She wrote a lot of great stuff. Frankenstein is fantastic, but she wrote a lot of great stuff. Valperga, which is her medieval Italian historical fiction novel, it's never going to get this level of love. And I understand why. It's going to be a hard sell for everybody. So I think Lodore is probably one of her novels with more mass appeal. And so I'm interested to see if this sparks some conversation, if it means people return to her and analyze this work in interesting ways. I can't wait. I am just really excited to read that. I think I'm going to start it tonight. But that's going to be the end of this kind of bookshop with me vlog. I think it would be fun if we did this every other month or so. I would love to know if you have read any of these, but that's going to be all for me today. I hope you're all having a great week. Happy reading. Goodbye.